ultimate test of a shooter's ability is pass shooting ducks. Their fast and erratic flights are something a hunter can never predict. Tom Haw of the Haw Shooting Preserve north of Milwaukee offered me that challenge one beautiful autumn day, along with my good friend, professional hunting guide, Paul Merzig. Through Adventure Safaris Limited in Chicago, Paul Merzig has hunted all over the world, but today's show is even going to challenge his abilities.
We're going to go through this open here, and that shooting area is
Well, Tom, is this the spot then that we'd be doing the shooting from?
Yeah, this is where we're going to shoot from, Randy. The ducks will be coming over that hedgerow there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the total flight on these ducks is about a half a mile. And but anywhere in this area, and it depends on the prevailing winds of that day, you position yourself and assume a blind situation.
What type of ducks are we going to be shooting?
They're going to be mallards.
Mallards in the area?
Yeah,
greenheads.
I've seen some of them fly, Tom, and they were really flying high and they were flying fast. This isn't going to be anything easy, I think.
Well, we'll see. It depends on how good you are.
Remember your lead now. lead it enough. Don't stop your swing.
That's right.
Well, that'll be fun.
I guess it's just a matter of getting the equipment then, and we'll get ourselves.
Why don't we do
sitting
it?
here?
Wait, let's get her out. Get her ordered.
Okay, I'll get the dog.
All righty. Pheasant hunting was no easy chore here on your hunting club, and I can tell that duck hunting is not going to be very easy either. Tom, what are we going to be hunting with? You got a couple Labradors?
A couple of Labradors. Good old black. Over.
How you doing, huh? How old are they, Tom?
Well, she's real old. She's 12. She
Still does the job, though?
still does it a little slower. This guy is a younger dog. Sit.
Yeah.
She don't hear too good. Whistle, sharp whistle, but she still enjoys life.
Beautiful. Still enjoys hunting. You're going to get some ducks for us today, huh? Yeah.
You partner. Excellent. Come on.
Paul, what are you going to be using today?
I've got a 20 gauge side-by-side English double. Give it a try.
You ever shot that before?
No, this is the first time I've shot this. So
You're starting to make up excuses already.
Yes,
Right? So why you're going to miss.
No, don't say that. That's negative thinking. PMA, positive mental attitude. Remember that. That'll be a lot of fun.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is shoot my semi-automatic
Remington, stand by.
1100.
We're all ready. Double trigger and I'm all set.
Okay.
Cue up the shells. Grab some shells. Right. Won't need this many, but never know.
I'm taking a whole bunch of them because I know I'm going to.
They're just a real good dog. In fact, they work good for pheasant hunting too. For everything. Good general purpose.
Well, so we should be able to just dig right in here, huh?
Yep. We're gonna get this set up here, and there should be some ducks coming by here pretty soon.
Alrighty.
Where, Blackie? Yeah.
Blind area.
Yeah.
What are you using today, Randy? What is that?
Well, Paul, what I'm going to start out using is shooting a number 4 shot. And I don't know, I'm wondering whether or not we're going to need 6s or we're going to need 4s. So,
Well, I've got 20 gauge 6s. We'll give that a go.
it's going to be pretty tough, right?
Well, I don't know. We'll see how it works.
But you're good.
Thank you very much. And I've seen your skills as well, and they seem to be equally as good. So let's see what.
Well, I
the
don't
proof
know.
is in the pudding, as they say, right?
We're going to make liars out of ourselves.
Should we load up now and let's give it a go?
Sure.
Tom says the ducks will come flying straight over, kind of the European style of pass shooting.
Paul, you travel all around the world and you're doing a lot of hunting and doing a lot of safari hunting and everything.
Yeah.
Where have you been recently? What have you been doing?
Well, I was up in Quebec on a caribou hunt. It was unsuccessful due to the fact the migration hadn't started. We had a hot summer, and it certainly affected all of the migrating animals. This year I was down in Lake Guerrero for some duck hunting earlier in the year, late January, which was very good. Did some bass fishing. And let's see, I did a fishing trip and dove hunt down to Colombia, South America, in February, which was quite successful. And I'm going to Africa in October, so I've done my share of things. I'm busy all the time.
Tom, this is a lot different calf shooting as opposed to hunting with decoys where they're going to more or less fly right in and come in for a landing. They begin to slow up a lot, but here they're going by quite fast. So
Definitely. This is, actually, this pass shooting is one of the toughest types of shooting there is. You know, when you shoot over decoys, and they're coming in over the water, they get within 40 yards where they're just about ready to stall out, and they're sitting ducks, so to speak. These things bore right on through, and it's challenging.
Like the
We'll see.
European.
I got to let you guys shoot before I really.
Tom, this
Hey, here you go. Somebody got.
you bring one down?
One was crippled. I don't know
I think
what.
one was winged, but
One went right into the tree.
You
You went right into the tree down here, Tom.
Did one go down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should have 20 gauge pellets in it.
Good shot, Paul.
Not bad. Thank you. Thank you. Shot. Good. Thank you very much. It wasn't exactly the most difficult shot, but nevertheless,
They're all difficult. Don't be so modest.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Any duck is a difficult shot. your shot next, sir, Randy.
Mine missed next, right?
Yes.
You ought to have our dog, ought to have us over here in a little while.
Come on. Pitch.
The problem is you've been getting all the easy shots.
I see.
They come right over.
Come on, boy.
And they hesitate a little bit of all that.
Pitch, you're good. Pitch. Come on. Bring it out. Come on. Ordering one duck. There you go.
Boy. Good dog. Come on. Pitch.
Ordering
Come
one
on.
duck. There.
Good boy. Good boy. There you go. Head up, boy.
Good.
All right.
Here, Randy.
There's a duck, Randall. Huh?
That's really a nice one, huh?
Oh, they're beautiful, aren't they? The good old greenhead. Nice and fat.
Yeah,
They're
big.
good shape. Yeah. They eat just as good as they look. I bet they do. Yes. That's one of my favorites, duck. Duck.
Well, now I'm going to drop one. Here, boy. What? This is one of those things you just have to see twice. When I shot this duck, I had no idea that it would come this close to us. I contemplated catching it in my game pouch. What you don't see is a very nervous cameraman and a camera crew jumping in every direction to get out of the way. It just missed some of them by less than 4 feet at a body smashing speed. Here, boy. What? Well, I didn't want to walk real quick.
Why don't we just open the gate?
I'll tell you. They're kind of just going to go like this. And
That's beautiful. That was good, yeah. Excellent. What do you think of that, huh? Good one?
I'm trying to save you, boy. You don't have to work so hard.
That's right. Yeah. Well, we got 2 for the larder now, 2 greenheads. They look beautiful. Nice and
They
fat.
look really good, don't they?
Yeah. So is it my turn next time, Randy?
It's your turn next.
All right, good. Let's work on some more.
Don't worry about it. Paul makes you have to go and find it. I'll bring him right next to you.
These labs are so beautiful. You know, the one on the duck stamp is one from Nilo Farms, John Old, and they raise them down there. And I never had the opportunity to get to Nilo, but my father's been there many times. It's just a beautiful dog. Oops, there you go.
Wow.
Well, that one won't see any dinner table.
No. Come here, boy. Howard! Howard!
Get it? Nope. No. Sit.
A good clean mess.
Yes.
What happened, sir?
I'm gonna need more shells. It was a par shot for 20 gauge. I didn't. Well, I missed it. That's simple as that.
Well, come on down and I'll take the next one.
If we have to eat, Paul, leave it to me. I'll always get hamburgers.
Say the dog thought that we got that one, but he'll be back around.
Perfect. Good hit. There we go.
Good hit. Excellent. Come on, boy. Come on.
Here he comes.
Here he comes. Come on. Come on. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Come on. There you go, huh? There you go, huh? Yeah. Good one.
Okay, hey.
Good boy. Hey,
See it?
you got one? Here you go.
Coming up.
Here you go. There you go. There you go. There you go, Mom. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. There you go, Paul. There you go, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Retriever. Randy Retriever.
Come on, boy. Huh? You guys did that?
Hey, all right. Huh?
All right.
Good one. Good one.
Now, I'll take the next one, huh?
All right, your turn, sir. Oh, Mr. Goodden. Look at the dust. This is, oh yeah, it's just a sign. Right there. Oh, there we go.
Too far. Too far. Well, that one might swing in. That's too late now.
Okay.
False alarm. All right, guys. We'll get going.
Birds coming this way.
Oh, boy, they're all behind us on that one.
Yeah.
Mile away.
You want us, are you?
I'm coming.
No, don't see anything. Oh, you guys are really working up a storm here, huh?
Dogs are excited. Think I could make them happier by dropping more ducks. Here's some.
Oh, boy.
Come here.
Ow!
Too late. Too late, too little.
I didn't know that I had,
I only had one. Oh my God.
That's all it takes.
Oh, look at this. They're flying around. Bump around, buddy.
Yeah, it always seems when you're duck hunting or whatever that somebody has a good story. Do you happen to have one in your back pocket there, Randall? Huh?
I'll tell you what, there was a time when I was out goose hunting, and it was a big open field. Well, the field was covered about like this, and there were a lot of hunters in that field. Well, it was by the Grand River Marsh area. And what the hunters did was they went down in the brush and they squatted down like this, and the geese came up off of the water and they'd fly overhead. And part of the whole thing was a refuge, and part of it was where you could hunt, and so everybody was all crowded into about 1,000-foot long field that was probably 400 feet wide and 1,000 feet long. Well, these geese have a tendency of coming over in a flock, and when you hit the head one, they split up and they take off and they get lost. And the hunters were just all over. I mean, there had to have been a couple hundred hunters. And some geese came along the side, and they were coming real low. It was a formation coming down real low. And especially one goose was kind of by himself. And he circled around and he came down, and all of the guys started shooting at him as he's coming down the field. And he was up about as high as what these are when he started out. And they all were shooting at him, and everybody, a lot of guys were hitting them. And the geese, when they get hit, they lock up their wings. And lock up their wings, and they go for a glide when they're hit. Well, the first couple of guys in the field hit him, and he's gliding, and he's just locked, and he's going across the field like this, and everybody's shooting all the way down the field and shooting at this goose. And he's just gliding through the whole field, and everybody starts, they're shooting straight up, and he's coming down, he's like 50 feet off the ground. And everybody's shooting and shooting and shooting all the way down like this, and they pass over us, and we emptied every gun in our every bullet in our chambers, and this goose is not dropping, and everybody's starting to yell, holy Christ, look at this goose, I know I had to hit him, and everybody's really carrying on, and this thing going all the way down the field like this, and it's just getting lower and lower and lower. Well, after, and I kid you not, there had to have been 75 guys that shot at this goose, just all the way down the line. And he got down to the end, and there's a refuge line right there, and you couldn't go beyond that. Your life was in your hands if you walked in that refuge. And guy down at the very end of this whole field, all of these guys were all the way down at the field, but this group of guys that were down on the end, seeing everybody shoot at point-blank range, and nobody dropping these things. And so the guy down at the very end, now this goose now is like 10 feet off the ground, 10 or 12 feet off the ground.
10 pounds heavier.
It's 10 pounds heavier. And he got all the way down to the end of this field, and one guy at the very end, right on the line, emptied out his shotgun, jumped up by the barrel of the gun like this, jumped up in the air and swung and knocked him right out of the air. And there was probably 300 people that just broke out in a roar, and he just knocked it right down out of the ground.
This is a true story.
This is a true story.
That was either the world's poorest group of shooters, or that was
no, wait a minute. I was one of them.
I wouldn't eat that thing to save my life.
Your dentist will sure be glad to see you if you're dead.
Yeah,
That's an interesting one. What do we need?
There you go. Oh, boy.
Don't you?
Oh,
Get it?
yeah.
All right. It's over this way.
Hey. Okay.
Gotta get him.
It's one of my better shots. A lot of misses today. I'll write it up to a 20 gauge, side by side. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah,
There we go. Good boy.
There you go.
Well, how about that?
Huh?
4 birds?
That's good. That's good for a afternoon, huh?
Tom? It's been real good. We really enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad you did.
Thanks for having us.
4 birds, 4 shots. That's it.
And that was all that we brought, so. Those are really nice birds. You guys did a good job, huh? All right. You want to carry that?
That's
Now this is pretty important too.